Hi, my name is Kevin Huth, and today I'm going to be presenting RTAG version control for Crystal reports. We're going to be going over the documentation features, the version control features, and the search features. So let's just get started here. So the first thing I'm going to do is import a bunch of Crystal reports into RTAG. And I'm going to do this by clicking the little arrow next to the Add Reports button. And I'm going to select Add Reports from Folder because I want to import a whole mess of reports. So what we're looking at here is the import wizard. So I could click this browse and go and select a bunch of reports, but I'm feeling lazy today, so I'm just going to copy it here. So I'm going to copy that path, and then I'm going to paste it right in. All right, so this contains some of the sample reports that come with SAP's Crystal report. So I'm also going to check this box and make sure that it gets all the sub-reports. So if we look at this folder real quick, you'll notice that in the tutorials folders there's a bunch of PDFs. In this one there's Crystal reports. In this one there's some PDFs and some reports. Here we have all Crystal reports. The RTAG import wizard is going to ignore all those PDFs and just import the Crystal reports. So I have my path. I'm saying to get all the subfolders, and I'm going to go ahead and click Next. So what this shows me is all of the Crystal reports that it found within the folder and subfolders. And you'll notice that none of the PDFs are showing up, but we have all our Crystal reports. I could decide to not import some if I choose to do that. You have great flexibility here. You can take them all. You can take a subset of them. For our demo, I'm just going to go ahead and take them all and click Next. So now it's going through and it's checking the connections for all of these reports. So this one's pretty quick, but it depends on how many reports you have. Looks like we're almost through it here, and we'll just give it another second to finish up. So now it's gone through and it's analyzed all of the connections in those reports. In this case, since they're the SAP sample reports, there's only one connection. But if you're in a complex organization and there's more than one connection, they'll all show up here and you'll be able to see all the different connections that were in the reports that I imported. In this case, we only have one. What I'm going to do here now is set the connections on the imported reports. So I'm going to go ahead and click the Set Selected Connections button. Now there's two ways I could set a connection. One is through the connection data and one is through saved connections. Now this connection data would do it kind of one report at a time, whereas these saved connections allows me to have a little bit more flexibility. So what it allows me to do is use one connection string and have a bunch of the reports pointed to it. If I wanted to make a change in the future, I could just come here and modify this one saved connection, and it will update the connections for all the reports. Whereas if I use the connection data, then I might have to go back to each report one at a time and update the connection. So it just saves me a little bit of time to use the saved connection. In this case, I'm going to use the extreme access connection. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And that's going to select that to be used for all of the reports that I'm about to import. So I'm going to go ahead and click Next. All right, so now it's applying the changes that I just requested. And this one will take a little bit longer, so I'm going to go ahead and flip forward to when we're done with this. Okay, it looks like we're almost done here. So here we go. It's finishing up. Now the next thing that it's going to want me to do is apply security to the reports that I have just imported. Now I could go through and check these individually if I wanted to, but I could also use a template that I've made. So I'm going to go ahead and use a template because it's a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to go ahead and click our normal template, and you'll notice that it automatically checked everything for all the users. Now you could do this. It's customizable. You could vary which users have different rights to what. But we're just going to give everybody all the rights. So this looks good, and I'm going to go ahead and click Finish, and it's going to apply those rights to all the reports that we just imported.